In this video, we're going to show you how to create events and add them to your Outlook calendar with DocketCalendar. Nothing in DocketCalendar happens without a case. You may already have one. To find your cases, click on the All Cases button. If you need to create a new case, click on the button marked New next to Cases in your sidebar. Then fill out the case name, pick a jurisdiction from the drop-down menu, and select the default calendars for your case. Next, Custom Details allows you to save info on your case that will automatically populate in your events as you calculate new deadlines. Each field corresponds to the respective place in your events where information about your deadlines can be viewed. When calculating your triggers, you can use these fields for unique information about each trigger. For now, we're just going to include the initials of the lead attorney, and we'll put the case number in the description, which, as we'll see later, is included in every event that we add to our calendar. We can then set our default preferences for pop-ups and categories. In this case, I don't want pop-ups, so I'm going to select No Reminders. And I'll just leave the category field as is. We can always change this later. Okay, looks good. I'll just click Save New Case, and now we're ready to calculate deadlines for our case. Once you save your case, you will be directed to your case page. You will see a Create New Events button at the top of your case screen. You can click this button and DocketCalendar will take you to the New Events screen with your case details filled in. You can access the Create Events screen at any time by clicking on New next to Events in your sidebar and selecting the case we just created. Next, we can select a trigger type. I'm looking for deposition, so I'm just going to type deposition into the search bar to filter the results. Once I've selected my trigger, I can then give my trigger a unique name. For example, deposition of Mr. Smith. This will appear on your DocketCalendar case page so you can tell which deposition you're looking at. Select your trigger date. If your trigger is an appearance like a trial or deposition, you will need to also set your start time and appointment length. Otherwise, you only need to select a date to calculate your deadlines. Next, you can make any adjustments to your custom text. Each time you calculate a new trigger, you can modify your custom text to suit the details of your trigger. These changes will only be applied to the trigger you are working on. For example, placing Smith Depot in the title field will display Smith Depot in the subject line with the case and the deadline. I'm happy with how everything looks, so I'll click the Preview Select Events button. At the bottom of the screen, you should now see a preview of all the events in this trigger set. From here, you can deselect which events you would like to remove. Any events that you uncheck will not be added to your case or calendars. You can also set a default so that deadlines you routinely do not use are automatically unchecked by using the Excluded Events feature in the side panel. When you're ready to proceed, click the button labeled Next, Edit Events. Great! From here, you can optionally make changes to the date of an individual event. DocketCalendar will remember the original calculated date. You can also edit the event text, add a category to a single event, or modify a single event's pop-up preference. Scroll to the bottom of your list of events and you will see your trigger details. Here you can make the final adjustments to the group of events. These changes will only be applied to this trigger. Everything looks good. Let's finally click Add Events to Calendar. This process can take some time depending on the size of the calculation, but when it's done, you'll be presented with a confirmation screen like this. Now, let's go check out those newly created events on our Outlook calendar. To find your events on your Outlook calendar, DocketCalendar gives you a unique link for every case, trigger, and every event. In this example, we'll use the Copy Link button from the trigger page and then paste the result in Outlook to find our events. So there you have it. We made a case, created events, and put them on our Outlook calendar.